Hello, welcome to film number two. Here I am picking up from where film one ended. Here I am in Massachusetts with Shakespeare and Company, and there are two things about this theatre that are just amazing, that make it memorable. First of all of these buildings you can see are completely empty, completely unused from one end of the year to the next, and owned by the theatre. It's bizarre. This is the Founders Theatre. You go in the door. There is a nice big foyer to the right, which we'll see a little bit later. We'll go inside the theatre now. It's reasonably unusual, but pleasant and nice. Let's nip up the stairs. I'll switch off this sound so you can listen to the sound inside the theatre now. A quick look down onto the stage area. Here we are back at the top of the stage, where there's no real scenery for most of the shows. It's in the thrust, as you see, and up by the lights you can see there, the facings on those are changed depending on which show is on, and there are often three different productions on during the day. The actual stage area is quite large. It seats about 500. And backstage here, there are always costumes in the corridors because, as I say, there are 3 or 4 shows going on or more. And so you have to clear out of your dressing room for someone else coming in with their show. And you're probably doing a morning show of the Martha Mitchell Calling and an evening show of Hamlet or something like that. This is the green room. And one of the difficulties about showing this film to you is that everything is so rushed, and here I have to show you the most extraordinary thing about Shakespeare and Company as we go past the notice on the stage door, because when you come through or go out the stage door of the Founders Theatre, this is what you see. The space around the place is just amazing. I hardly ever saw, even when we were packed out with our houses as we usually were, hardly saw people using the field, and certainly not during most of the day. And we could play frisbee here or laze around. The little hut there to the right. In the 3 months that I was with Shakespeare and Company, Sharon and I were the only people I ever knew use it. And the space of the place is difficult to describe. And yet the things that are going on, the round tent there is the shape of the proposed rebuilding of the Rose Theatre, Shakespeare's Rose Theatre. One of the many huge projects that Shakespeare and Company in Massachusetts has. But as we move away from the side of the theatre and glance back at the Rose Theatre space again, the thing that I really want to try and explain is what can't be explained when I rush through so many things in a film in order to get it on YouTube, which is that there was just so much an atmosphere of things being easygoing, of being able to sit around in the Shakespeare garden like this, Daphne from Twelfth Night. I don't think I ever saw anyone else in there. There are just so many spaces for the company to use. Poppy from Othello, Turk's Cap Lily from Winter's Tale, and I suppose let me just leave you with the pictures for a moment. future projects. The car that comes with the equity contract there, I'll just have a quick drive around some of the buildings in the theatre complex, past these unused buildings. I never went inside even, so that we can just get some sense of the size of the expanse. We're going past the building there used by the students who man the box office and play small parts in some of the productions, and empty buildings to our left, empty buildings completely empty, and now down to a huge building here which is purely used for costumes and scenery making. So I hope I've given you some idea of the space, of the feeling of being in the company, and of how pleasant it was to be just sitting around in this summer. A summer afternoon in late August, outside the Founders Theatre. But soon I was returning to New York, yet another apartment, and appropriately it was Thanksgiving time. Before we move in this apartment,
I almost forgot to put the sugar in the cranberries, which is really funny because it's nice to forget the sugar, because then who's ever eating with you, they make a funny face. Like they're like, oh, this is delicious, and then they taste the cranberries and they're like that. Now it's all vegetarian, so there's no animals were harmed in the making of this film. Finally, how do you feel about your move to the new apartment, and you will finally be an American land owner? How does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel a bit like the President of Italy, and I should expect crowds to be coming to see me. And film of the...
This is cranberries that kind of exploded because we don't have a bigger pot. Well, we have this bigger pot, but that's for the stuffing. We don't have a turkey because we are vegetarians. And what we have, if I can show you, if the camera can pan down to this, is this product called tofurkey. A stuffing inside, but really all it is a bit of tofu, and it's whipped up with some poultry seasoning. It tastes absolutely delicious. We've surrounded it with vegetables. I'll remove the top in a little while after we do the final basting, and then it's sort of roasted and delicious and glazed, and it gets you high. So